Okay, so the most important part about aligning these stars, you can see I have no lines guiding me, no grid for equal symmetric lines. I use the points, the space between the points, and then underneath the space between these points. So they're pretty symmetric, and I always start right at the arch of the foot. This usually gives me the cleanest line for symmetry, going all the way down and coming all the way back up. One thing to keep in mind too is I use Avery foil stars. You can just get them at any Staples or any other place that you would buy, like teachers supplies or anything like that. Amazon has them as well. Avery foil stars, I use those specifically because other stars I've used in the past do not lift from the white enamel. The other important thing to keep in mind is that the enamel is a nail polish and it has to be a quick dry. It cannot be a gel based polish. Stickers do not lift off of that once the gel is cured. Don't ask me how I know. So I'll show you how. And I just have my stars lined up on top of my light fixture here, so ease of access, right? And the one thing, when you're going this direction, the stars are aligned straight down, right? But once you flip the shoe for easy access, you have to change the direction and the shape. You have to change the direction of the star placement, right? Because the singular point is pointing towards the front of the shoe. So I have to now measure and eyeball this segment in between here, right? So if you look at these completed lines, see this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this hexagon, oblong kind of hexagon shape. That's what I'm looking for, and I kind of capture that in my eye and then place this, make the same shape before I completely place the star down. And the other thing that I'm keeping in mind is that this line across the star is completely straight across, right? So I'll place the next one. And sometimes it's easier to have curved tweezers, and these are just Tweezerman tweezers. You can get them at any pharmacy or Amazon. So I'm eyeballing the space in here relative to the star I'm putting down and the parallel line to this star, right? So I'm parallel to that star, but am I centered over the other shape? I would say yes. So then I press and hold down and then make it stick, right? So I have this one. It's not quite centered, so I do this. And actually, this one doesn't look 100% centered to me now that I see it. Sometimes you make mistakes. Totally okay. You just, thankfully, this nail polish is, it's a, what did I use? I used Wet n Wild. It's kind of hard to see because it's white on the label, but it's a Wet n Wild fast dry nail color. 45-second dry, 5-day wear. I think I got it at Dollar General, right? Less than $1, probably. So I've got that straight. I actually want to straighten this one a little bit more too. And if you have to peel off, you see how this star is a little bit beaten up now? You want to get rid of this one and start with a new one, because the next step, after we get these stars on, we're going to cover the sole with blue enamel. So you don't want to use a star that has ends that lift, because you don't want that blue to seep into the star shape, right? So no worries, you get about 500 of them in a pack. So if you have to get a new star out so that you get the quality of the shape, it's totally worth it. And don't get frustrated, because it took me several pairs of making these before I got the technique down right. And don't be afraid to move the shoe around, right? You just have to keep in mind of the direction of your star whenever you flip to the next line. And I will finish this one up and then show you the finished product.